You know we gotta talk. We gotta talk. So let's talk it. Again, I'm gonna say this. A lot of people like what they do for a living. There's some of us out here who truly do enjoy what we do for a living. However, we are not compensated for what we're doing. And that's obviously the problem. That's why you have all of this, oh, you people are doing quiet quitting. And quiet quitting is essentially having boundaries. You know what I mean? It's having healthy boundaries with your place of work, with your job, okay? Oops, sorry. Basically, with quiet quitting, all you're really saying is, hey, I'm not going to be going above and beyond the Call of Duty when I'm not required to do that. I'm not compensated to do that. Because a lot of times, this whole going above and beyond is literally you doing other people's jobs. Like, that's really what it is. Because I looked at what I did this past week. Again, why am I making flyers? I'm not the marketing promotions team. I'm not the graphic designer. Yet, I'm the one making all of our flyers, marketing, and promotional materials. I'm also the one that's doing all of the outreach to get us more clientele, to spread the word about the resources and programs and services that we offer. But yet we're paying, this is what I mean by a lot of these organizations waste money because they're just not ran correctly. Like, they're paying a third-party entity that's supposed to be running our website and social media, yet I'm the one making I'm telling them what to post when we could literally be running our own social media. And if we weren't paying this third-party entity, oh wow, that could have been a significant raise for everyone in our department if we would stop wasting money on third-party entities to do stuff that we can do ourselves. And a lot of times we are. So it's stuff like that, Also, why are we doing data and reporting when we have a data and compliance manager? Why is it our responsibility when that's their job? That's what I'm talking about by, is it quiet quitting, or is it just the fact that we're literally being paid to do a job and we're no longer signing up to do other people's jobs when I'm not getting other people's salaries, am I? So I kind of think it's hilarious that they call it quiet quitting, because it's not. It's literally you doing what you were hired to do, and only doing what you were hired to do. That's just it. These jobs are all about exploitation. If they can get you to perform the job and responsibility of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other damn people, and then they don't have to pay those 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other damn people, and then they're also not paying you, exploitation, baby. Now, and then, of course, I'm dropping a friend off at their job, or an associate off at their job, because I'm working remote today. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever, I can do that. And as the person works like not even 2 minutes away from my job. So I can walk to their job, to my job. I drive by, and lo and behold, our CEO has yet another car, because this person collects vehicles. And this is what I mean by out of sight, out of mind, completely oblivious to the lived realities of your employees. Your employees are driving around with service tire monitor, check tire pressure, engine lights, you name it. Your employees are driving around with bald tires, all kinds of car issues that we can't afford to get fixed, because we don't even make $1,200 every 2 weeks in 2022. Yet you're sitting up here changing cars like you change underwear. But again, you're oblivious. You're making all of this good money, but your employees are living check to check. And that's what I'm talking about. Is it quiet quitting, or is it that people are just tired of giving their all to not have shit in return? we have nothing to show for being hard workers. Being a hard worker oftentimes literally means that you are doing other people's jobs and not being compensated. And a lot of times the hard work that you do is going to go unnoticed anyways, or if they do notice it, you're literally going to get, maybe congratulations, oh, thank you so much, this is amazing work, and or a $25 gift card, and or cupcakes and cookies, like, again, you're 5 years old, and this is, a kindergarten, student of the week celebration thing. Like, what is $25 gift cards going to do in the day and age of inflation? Granted, we do have the Inflation Reduction Act that was voted into, being an act, policy, law, what have you, through our senators. So that is a positive thing to see and hear, because Lord knows we need help. But that's just the whole premise. It's like, there is no incentive for anybody to work hard anymore. For what? You're not getting anything. Like, literally, verbatim, you're not getting anything. When I say verbatim, I mean that. Like, there's no incentive. The whole idea of working hard is to get ahead. A lot of people, we were all raised, if we do our jobs really well, if we go beyond the call of duty, it's going to signify to our employer, to our leadership, to our higher ups, to our supervisors, what have you, that we are doing our jobs really well. We really like what we do. We're meeting all of the goals and then some. That should alert them that, hey, this is a good worker. This is a good employee. This person deserves a raise. This person deserves a promotion. Nope. There's nothing happening here. You're just doing all of this amazing work, and they're taking credit off of the work that you're doing. And a lot of times the leadership will be the people that are going to get the accolades, like the big awards and the bonuses and all that shit. Meanwhile, what are you getting? Nothing. Like I said, maybe a $25 gift card to Amazon. Maybe some donuts and cookies. Like I said, are you 5? Are you 6? Or are you a grown person with bills and responsibilities? Okay? Like, that's all I'm saying. And like I said, today, like last week when we went for our, organization's beach picnic, which was really nice. Don't get me wrong. It was really, really nice. Much appreciated. For real, for real. I mean, again, I give credit where it's due. Everything's not bad. But this person was driving a Corvette. Today, they're driving like one of those old 1940s styled Ford trucks. Because, in my area, it's back to the bricks. So people get all their older classic vehicles and they write them out, they showcase them. But that's just it. Like, how many cars do you have? Meanwhile, I'm driving a 2009 with various car issues and problems that, when am I ever going to be able to afford to get any of this shit fixed, considering the fact that we're not paid living wages. But yet, you're changing cars like you change a pair of socks every day. And then you wonder why you have so many disgruntled people, because it's like, what is the purpose of getting up to go to work every day if you're going to be struggling to make ends meet? Like, today is payday, and it's like, what's the point? All of it's going to bills. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, it's getting to the point where I don't even know why we're working, because it's not like I'm getting anywhere with this. I like what I do. I like helping people, but I need to be paid better. My colleagues need to be paid better. The people I work with need to be paid better. It is what it is. It's a slap in the face when you look, and then every time you turn around, there's some late data reporting because they randomly have reports that they don't tell anybody about until the last minute. And when I say the last minute, I literally mean you have 2 to 3 days to pull all of this information out of your ass. Last minute. And mind you, I'm not the data analyst. I'm not the data and compliance manager, but some reason we're doing other people's jobs on top of the fact that we have to teach curriculum, establish curriculum, create action plans, create budgets and savings, provide financial coaching and counseling, help people become homeowners, market and promote the program, create the flyers, do the data entry, do the data reporting. Oh, and we still have to run a statewide program for 3 different counties on top of everything else that we have to do, while only being compensated $40,000 gross annual income. And it's gross because by the time taxes and deductions are removed from that $40K, it is $28.6K. You're losing damn near $12,000. And then you wonder why you can't get your fucking car fixed. You wonder why you're driving a death machine on 4 wheels. You wonder why you're living check to check. You can't afford anything. You can't do anything. Your quality of life is piss poor. I had a better quality of life 4 years ago than I do today. Obviously. I mean, after losing 10 people in your family from a deadly virus in a matter of between May of 2020 and April of 2021, 10 family members were killed from COVID-19, the coronavirus. Back-to-back funerals, not making enough money, watching the cost of living and inflation skyrise, then, being a black person of color, then being a part of the LGBTQ plus community in various ways, being born intersex, being trans, being transgender, transmasculine, intersex, African American, Black American, and working poor, working class. Having useless degrees that we were literally scammed and manipulated and told that, hey, if you go to college, you're going to be middle management, you're going to be middle class. I'm sorry, but this is not middle class. This is middle shit. This is ridiculous. And again, I've been working since I was 16, and I'm not saying that, anything that I'm saying is, I'm not doing a pity party, basically, because I get it. Life is life, right? We get it. Everything's not going to go as planned. But nothing has gone as planned. Like, that's the problem. Like, you're telling people to follow these very key steps that aren't leading to anywhere but debt and depression and sadness and failure. But then we'll sit back and watch people who literally do the least amount of work get paid all the big bucks. It's really something. Doing all of these closings. Again, if I was a traditional realtor, real estate sales agent, third-party processor, real estate broker, do you understand I would be getting 5-10% commission on every single property that I sell or help sell? Because literally we're having closings back to back, but what are we getting out of it? Nothing. So anyways, but hey, I'm thankful to have health insurance, even though we have very ridiculous deductibles. Again, my deductible is $2,000 in network and $4,000 out of network, and I barely make $2,000 a month. I make $2,307 and some change a month. And like today, like I said, it's payday. It's payday. And what am I going to be doing today? My phone bill is $143. My water bill is $242. My utility bill is $102. A lot of people are like, how did you get your utility bill to be so low? I don't have central air. That's really the best answer to it. And I don't use my heat in the summer at all. And then I'm very, very, very conscientious. I unplug shit. I turn off everything. Nope. Very, very conscientious. Because we all know come winter, it'll be 300 something or higher because of the damn gas. But, yeah, Oh, and then property taxes are due September 14th, and that's like $300. Thank goodness it's cheaper than Winners, because Winners was like $1,500. So it's nice. And then you try to keep money for gas. You try to keep money for, groceries. But like I said, by the time I pay my bills, and then always pay yourself. I pay my credit card every month, and then I try to save anywhere between $100 to $200 a month in my savings. But of course, bills. And then student loans are, unless we get student loan forgiveness or another extension, student loan payments are set to return August 31st. And I'm just like, did we get a pay increase? No. Did inflation go down overnight? No. So how in the hell are we supposed to be adding an additional bill that we haven't had to pay for 2.5 years? So why can't you just forgive the damn debt, but yet you were able to forgive all of these PP loans to people who shouldn't have never got the fucking loan? But then we can't get student loan forgiveness. Now, don't get me wrong. Under Biden and Harris administration, they have forgiven billions of dollars worth of student loans. I'm not even going to sit up and lie. They have. However, it's 1.3 trillion in the country. So billions ain't cutting it, bruh. Not when you're at 1.3 trillion. I'm glad and happy that other people have been able to get their student loan forgiven. But for everyday people such as myself that still have student loans and are working every day and not really seeing any progress, it's a slap in the face when you could have literally just forgiven the $50,000 for everybody across the board. That would have done a hell of a lot more than you cherry picking who you're going to forgive. Because if you notice, that's what's been happening. It's like, they did forgive people who are living with disabilities. But that's also very biased, because a lot of people, for example, technically I have a disability. I have Graves' disease, but I can't claim Graves' disease to get SSI. So it doesn't benefit me. But I have a fucking autoimmune disease and I'm chronically ill, but I can't benefit from that. Do you see where I'm going with this? This is why all this cherry picking shit is annoying, when you could just forgive everybody like you did the damn PP loans. Literally forgiving multimillionaires, but then you can't forgive people who are actually fucking poor. But we can forgive multimillionaires. Make it make sense. Anyways, let me go in here and get breakfast. Because you do try to do some type of self-care and treat yourself and try to look out for your family. So I'm going to get breakfast and I'm going to work my 8-hour shift. And I'm going to pay my bills. And I'm going to be pissed. Because that's life.